All right, let's try that. Hey now, guys, what's happening? Check one, check one. Welcome to Octopus Garden, you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you all here. Rocking the mustache today. I thought it was kind of funny. Don't be afraid to laugh. I thought it was funny. But yeah, welcome in. Let me give a shout out to everybody in here individually. Let me do that. Keith H, what's happening? Ryan Hall, Brody's Jam Cave, Janice, Lala, Lala Land, Gear Junkie 35. Thanks all for stopping by. Appreciate it, you guys. Who else? Who else? Who'd I miss? Rob Blackmore is in here. Thank you, Rob Blackmore. Cheers, all you guys. Thanks a whole bunch for stopping by. Oh, so I gave Ryan Hall a little bit of a scare earlier. It was kind of fun. Hate to say it, Ryan. Hope you're feeling okay. But I'm missing the. Let me do that. Maybe that'll help too. Missing the Ernie Ball right now, big time. I'm having fun with this flying bee. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy playing this thing. It's fun, but oh, I miss the Ernie Ball. That guitar is just magic. I miss it, and I'm doing the same thing to you guys. It's not gone. It's still going to be hanging around. It's just in the shop right now, getting the holes filled from the synth unit, the Roland synth unit that was drilled into the top. Getting those holes filled so it'll hopefully look like it never happened. For the most part, there's still some fading on the body, or lack of fading essentially in one spot where it was covered the whole time. But no big deal to me. I'm just playing it. I'm not the one looking at it. You guys are. You guys have to put up with that, not me. Yeah, just counting down the days. I might. I was talking to Johnny Bean yesterday about it, and he had some really funny ideas about making a video. Like, it's been 3 days since I played the Ernie Ball, and I can't go without it anymore. The days are getting longer and longer, and go that whole route, make a video, go to Skip's Music and just stand outside the window and just stare in there. Like, is it done yet? When will it be finished? I know Ryan Hall's on the tick thing today. Holy, I don't mind a little bit of swearing in my channel. I haven't got YouTube hasn't got mad at me yet, but that seems like it's just a matter of time, though. Oh, Rody, awesome, man. Uh, who's your gear advisor, first of all? Right. And yeah, who's your gear advisor? And what kind of new guitar are you looking at, dude? That's always exciting. And when I have the money eventually, you guys know me, I will get another Kiesel because I do like Kiesels too. But I can't go without that music, man. So that one's here to stay. I can't imagine giving that one up for anything. Yeah, right, Janice. Yeah, you're not looking at it. It's all as long as it doesn't look bad on you, it's all that matters, really. Um, and truthfully, that doesn't even matter. Just rock it. But I think a purple guitar will look good on stage, though. I'm excited about the purple quilt going up on stage. It should be fun. I want to get that top filled before I do it, though. But I am going to start going to some open mics at Torch Club again. I was doing that for a little while, and oh, there you go. Cool, dude. Firebirds are sick. That's awesome. I like the Dave Grohl signature too. The Firebird headstock. I think that's a cool guitar. I'm not necessarily one for signature guitars, but that's one that I would rock. I like Dave Grohl. He's a cool dude. So, anybody out there looking for a flying V? This one's for sale. She's a beauty. Plays like magic too. Great player. No, I got spoiled with that music, man. Got really spoiled with that thing. That thing is just amazing, amazing. Every time I play it, it's like it gets even better. But right on, dude. That's cool. Yeah, this I'm only gonna have one guitar after this. I'm gonna sell the Flying V and then um, get myself or just be stuck with like it's a problem. I'm gonna be just playing the Music Man exclusively because I like it that much that I don't feel like I need a second guitar right now because I'm the person that just plays, and it would be nice, if obviously I had the money to do that kind of thing. But you know what? I was kind of waiting for that, Gear Junkie. That's awesome. What if I traded this? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I would give you a good price on it. I'm only looking to get. Well, I was gonna say 1,300. I would go to 1,250. I need to pocket 1,250. Uh, yeah, no, I hear you on that. But yeah, I need to pocket 1,250 on that one because that's a little bit less than what I have into it. But for this guitar, I think it's a killer deal for someone's gonna fall in love with it because it's a sick guitar, no doubt. Michael B live. What's happening? The only thing, Ryan, is the decimal points in the wrong spot. I hate to tell you. I wish I could do it for that price for you, brother. I really do. I wish I could just give this to Laz, truthfully, because he wants a Flying V. I would just give it to Laz if I could afford it, but ain't like that. I need the money, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's the downside of. Well, that's not a downside. It's just the reality of. It's just the reality of music. And Janice, I wish I could have gave you that. I know it's not that great of a unit. That's why I just traded it in. But I really wanted to give you that Roland synth unit thing that I had for my that came with Ernie Ball. If I could have justified it as far as just not needing the money, I would have given it to you. But I wasn't sure if you would have used it anyway. Um, but I know you're really into the synthesizer stuff right now, so trust me, I was thinking about it. I wish I could have. Wish I could have done that, but uh, for now, it's just a thought. I know, right? No, the last should trade me some guitars. That'd be a good deal for him, but I don't think he wants to. I think he'd rather. Plus, I think truthfully, I do think people got to him about buying my used stuff. He's like, "Oh, Octopus is just dumping off his stuff onto Laz," and so I think that got to him too. Truthfully, that's okay. Keith, it's a 2004. Janice is a Roland synth unit. I think it was called the GK2 pickup, and there's a couple different. There's like a GK55 floor unit for that's a synth thing, and there's a few other ones that it's compatible with. Um, but it's for guitar, so it's just a pickup you put on your guitar and then play through this thing, and uh, yeah, it's interesting, but it's not for me right now. But yeah, Keith, it's a 2004. It's not a faded. It's a gloss finish, and I just put in a new ABR bridge. I didn't do it. My tech did it. New ABR bridge and burst bucker 1 and 2 pickups. They sound really good. I still have the other pickups, but those are for sale because basically I did the trade for the Music Man, thinking that I was going to flip it and make a profit on that and use that to cover some of the financial things. But I love it too much, so it's not going anywhere. Oh yeah, sorry, dude. Let me get the headstock. for a 20-year-old guitar, it's in pretty good shape. The all the points on the guitar are not dinged up to hell. Oops. So unfortunately, Gear Junkie, I'm not versed in PRSs. 8515 set. That's PRS pickups, aren't they? Yeah, Janice, what do you think about starting? Well, I don't know because I don't know, what I don't know anything about synths. Let's start from there. Um, that's that's irritating. Why can't we just use a standard, a standard wire layout for all the different ones? Why does everybody have to feel like they have to be different? You know, for making things functional, let's make it easy. But yeah, Janice, Ryan Hall suggesting. But I was just curious at how you would feel about a synth pedal versus an actual, like keyboard synth thing. Because I understand the keyboard ones can be really expensive, but you can get a synth pedal that would give you the sound, but I don't know if it's the sound that you're after or if it's, you want to basically switch instruments or, um, I haven't really talked to you about this, so I don't know. But a synth pedal could be cool because you can find the Boss SY1 for under $200. Um, and I've heard it's good fun. There you go. Check that out, Janice. Maybe you've already checked it out, but there's a suggestion from Gear Junkie and Gear Facts. That's cool. I'm gonna get a little jam going again. I don't know if I'm gonna do a loop or not, but I'm just gonna jam out a little bit. Good times, good times. I needed this. I needed to play some guitar today. 'Cause I've been all not depressed, but like just missing my Ernie Ball, just missing that guitar. But playing some guitar right now helps for sure. What up, Mock Bonkers? What's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. And Janice, by the way, you're welcome to talk about whatever you're into. You know, whatever you want to talk about in here is cool. It's not like this is guitar only or whatever. You know, this is whatever you guys want to talk about. It's all good. This is your show as much as it's my show. Okay. Blackjack, what's up, dude? What's happening? Thanks for coming in, dude. So yeah, so don't feel like you have to talk about a certain subject when you're in here. You know, if you're into synth thing, talk to your synth stuff. Talk my ear off. I don't care. It's preferred, truthfully, because I want to hear what you guys are into. I want to hear what you guys are doing. You know, not just this isn't just for me to show off on guitar. You know, yeah, exactly. Gear's gear. Haha, thanks, Blackjack. I like it. It's definitely a different look, but I'm kind of digging it. Yeah, and Janice, it's all for me. I like music. You know, I do. Guitar is my instrument, no doubt, but I like music. You know, so if it's about music, especially, bring it on. Truthfully, the only thing I don't want to talk about on here is politics. As long as it's not politics, we're good. Let's just keep it on music, and we'll talk music. No matter what kind of music, music's music. Music is what brings people together. And that's why I was a chef too, because food brings people together. And Ryan, Johnny Bean and Laz keep talking about doing a food type show or something, and I would really like to do that. Yeah, like okay, fair enough. Political music is fun because I love Rage Against the Machine, and they're all political and stuff for the most part. Yeah, I do love their music, so it is. But as long as it's music, and then we're cool. Or really art in general, because I appreciate art too, yeah, of all forms. There's stuff out there I don't like when it comes to art, but there's a lot of it that I really do. I think I talked about last time I went and saw Linoid and Friends here in Sacramento, and that was great fun. I had a great time, and that's definitely not the style of music I'm typically playing, but it's great to see people enjoying live music and watching the musicians do their thing. It's cool. Little bug. Yeah, I agree with that, dude. I agree with that. Yeah, it's our voice, man. Well, we're not going down that road. Not going down that road. But I love music. I love music. I wake up with music. I go to sleep music. All day music. Music, music, music. So that's what I want to do. I love it. Hey, thanks, man. Matt's Tube of You. Welcome, dude. Oh, I wonder what everyone's listening to these days. It is interesting. I mean, a lot of people are listening to rap and pop, and oh, really, Janice? That's cool. I wish I would have known that. But I got the tickets for free, so it's also, I'm not complaining. Um, but back to this question, I'm curious. Okay, that one's a quick question. I can answer that. This one's going to take me a minute. Done with the Tom Morello plugin. I have not. I'm not a plugin guy, really. I've never used a plugin, and I don't really know how to. But I'm sure it'd be not too difficult to figure out. I would assume, but yeah, I don't know much about that. But back to this real quick. What do everybody listen to these days? I mean, there are a lot of people listening to rap and a lot of people listening to pop music. And pop, it just stands for popular, so it's It's that's it's in the name. Um, but look at Taylor Swift. She's absolutely destroying out there. Absolutely destroying. And obviously it's more than just the music. It's the whole experience. It's the whole thing. But that can happen with any form of music. Um, you can any form of music can create that kind of wave where people want to be in that environment and be around other people enjoying that the music and all that kind of thing. So um, it's a really cool thing to see people um, still support music that way. But it has been a rocky last, I'll say 20 years or so, because of starting with the whole Napster thing, and then just the whole de-evolution of the music industry from a monetary standpoint, especially for the smaller people involved. It's a lot more difficult to make it now than it was, even though record companies and all that kind of thing would take advantage of people and all that sort of stuff. But that's happening still, and um, it's just you just got to do what you love, man, and wherever it takes you, it takes you. And just don't don't listen to do what you want to do, follow your heart, kind of thing. Use your brain too, but um, but I know there's a lot of people listening to all types of music these days. When I just drive around town, hear people listening to the heaviest death metal you ever heard, and then someone else is listening to some, hip hop song, and so everybody's still listening to music, but and there's a lot of people that are into music. There's a lot of people that are really into music, but um, maybe there's not enough people dedicating themselves to music these days. Maybe that's the difference. There's fewer people that are strictly music is their thing kind of thing. I feel like it's almost a side note. It's almost like not who you are, but just part of who you are in a way. And I think that's different. So maybe that's connected there. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. New Mammoth is real good. That's cool. Yeah, I've listened to a little bit of it. I need to listen to all of it. I haven't listened to it start to finish yet, but I listened to a few songs off it, and it's cool. It's cool. I got a question for you guys. Maybe I should put a poll up. Should I put a poll up? Let's see. How do I put a poll up? Let's see. Start a poll. Okay, I got a question for you guys. Are you excited about the Foo Fighters touring again? And I'm curious because Taylor Hawkins, this is going to be the first tour without Taylor Hawkins, and Taylor Hawkins was a big part of that band. And I know Dave Grohl's the man. He's the band. Let's put it out there. But I mean, his number two guy was Taylor Hawkins, and the drummer's the heartbeat of the band, and so I'm really wishing the best for them. I hope things go well. I'd be really sad to see the Foo Fighters kind of fall off in a way, or just not be what they were, or something. I don't know. I'm just a little bit nervous about it, and I'm just curious what your guys' opinion is. Yeah, that's the thing about all these people that are in the spotlight. A lot of the times they are making giant donations. Like love or hate LeBron James. Everybody has their opinion on him. He's donated $100 million to charity. So it's like, and you could say, oh, that was just because of this reason and that reason. It's like he still did it. Like that's still a lot of freaking money to charity. And so I just always want, I think there's a perspective to be had when it comes to that kind of thing. Like just, you don't have to necessarily even give it up because they're not asking for your approval, but just, I think knowing that is important, though, just to what contributions certain people are making. Okay, so everybody is pretty excited about the Foo Fighters touring again, and that's good. Look. I want that. I want it to be awesome. I want that. I want it to be killer. I would love to go see him. I would love to go. Okay, who knows? I don't know. That's cool. I'm glad to hear all this. I mean, because I haven't done my research on their new drummer. Obviously, I'm still calling him their new drummer. So, um, yeah, no, for sure. There's definitely going to be a lot of support. And dude. I want to be there. I want to be there and support. I just hope it's fulfilling musically for Dave Grohl as well, and for everybody involved in the Foo Fighters. If that makes sense. Nelson Rodriguez, welcome in, brother. Thanks for stopping by, dude. But yeah, this is he's dealt with a lot of loss, and he's one of those guys that he dedicated himself to music, and just that's it. Music is what he does, and I love guys like him. I think it's awesome because music is very important in my opinion. Um, so I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool what he's done, and hopefully what he'll continue to do. I have full faith, but never know. They did. Oh, bummer, man. I didn't know that he lost his mother. Dave was talking about taking his dad and stuff on. No, he's talking about his mom too. I was just watching on an older interview. He's talking about taking his. I thought it was his mom. Yeah, his mom on tour with him, and he was basically like, don't go on some cruise ship and just whatever. Come with me on tour and come hang out. And, he would just go in the back room, and his mom would just be drinking with Green Day or something, and he had this whole story about it. It was just like, it was just funny. It's just rock star things. But yeah, that's too bad to hear about his mother. It's sad. I I haven't had to deal with loss in the way that most people have in their lives. I've only lost a few people that I've known, and it's hard every time. But I can't imagine when you're in his shoes, when you lost close friends and things like that. It's tough. Got to be. Um, Jesus, really, blackjack? Huh? I don't even know what to say about that. That is interesting. I wonder why. That's very interesting. Hmm. Okay, back to a happier topic. I think the Epiphone guitars are awesome. I think the fact that they're putting them out is awesome. Um, the only thing about it is like for me, when it comes to Epiphone stuff, it's like I would rather just own the Gibson equivalent. That's my problem. Is that I prefer the nitro lacquer. I prefer the hardware, the everything about the Gibson. So even though it might be 4 times as expensive, I'll do my way to find one for a good deal, one for a good deal, like this, and like my Les Paul that I traded for the small world I worked. Small world. I worked at the Chicago Theater Company making cold calls, selling classical music tickets. Ladies sat next to used to babysit Dave Grohl when he was little. Right on. That's awesome. I I saw Dave Grohl once. I never saw him like in concert, but I saw him when I was living in LA. I saw him driving around in North Hollywood in his Mercedes, his hair all flowing in the wind and stuff. He looked like a proper rock star. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I think all the Epiphone stuff they're putting out is great. To make things more accessible for people. That's really what they're about. And trying to give you, good value for your money kind of thing. And the signature guitars, they're going to charge you your premium for, but um, they're still cool though. They're still really cool in my opinion. My Squire Semi Hollow 70 is. I think I paid $75. You're trading my best guitar. Right on, dude. Squire Semi Hollow 70s. What's the body shape like on that? Okay, thin line. Okay, now I know what you're saying. Cool. Yeah, Janice. Yeah, I saw that video pop up, but I didn't watch it. I need to watch it. Because yeah, some or lefty pickups are a thing. Um, doesn't make the most sense to me because I'm not educated enough on that subject. But I'll watch it after this for sure. Dude, custom silver burst loaded with bare knuckle. Dang, dude, that's a sick build, man. Is it like the Adam Jones silver burst, or is it like a regular silver burst? Flame neck. What? What kind of neck does it have? Is it a maple neck? The pole pieces are reversed. Okay, that's a sick dude. That's a sick guitar. Yeah, there's one. There's a Les Paul custom I was looking at online. If I had the money, I would have bought it, but it's way out of my price range right now. But it was a custom with the access heel, and it was just a really nice guitar. Like $3,500, I think, something like that. But that'd been the one for me. It's 14 silver burst, powerful reverb. Cool. Hey, internationally insane, dude. Thanks for stopping by. What's up, dude? Oh. Okay. I got you. I got you. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, silver burst is a cool color. There's like a GNL silver burst, like one of the tribute models on Reverb for like $250 right now. It's it's tempting me. Get a little beater guitar, but I need to sell. I can't afford anything right now. I need to sell. Need to sell this V first and foremost. Oh, see, you guys need to tell me what you have. I love hearing what you guys have. Yeah, bring it on. What's your favorite? What's everybody's favorite guitar they own? I'm assuming Matt, that's got to be yours. If not, what do you have? What else do you have? Jeez, 82 Swell Custom Black and Gold bought new. I bet it's not the lightest guitar, but I bet it sounds beautiful. I bet it sounds amazing. That is awesome. I love the customs. It's so weird. I think it's weird anyway, but I love the customs because of the headstock. I love the um Jesus, pull the blank. The Yeah, 10 pounds sounds about right. Um, the binding, Jesus, yeah, the binding on the headstock. That's what I like. Um, I bet, dude. I used to I used to have a 10 pound guitar, and it was my number one. I loved it. And I think the only reason I got rid of it is a 7 string, and I play 6 string. 7 string gets in the way of the bass, I think, because whenever I was jamming with a bass player, it's like every time I use those low notes, it just sounded muddy to me, and maybe I didn't get the strings right, but gotcha. Yeah, I got a friend that has a 52 with P90s. Okay, 2015 Les Paul Studio, cool. Oh, cool. Okay, let me start here. Yeah, Ryan. Those GNLA sets, the semi hollow, the Blues Boys, those are cool. You can find those for a song. I mean, but those are the kind of the popular GNLs on the lower end range, so they do tend to hold their value better than most other GNLs. So, which is good and bad, you know. Les Paul Studio, yeah. But my friend has a '52 Gibson Les Paul with P90s, you know, the trapeze tailpiece and all that thing. I was afraid to touch it. It's like I don't want to break anything on it. It's a really cool guitar though. The neck is beefy. It's really like a classical neck almost. Agile LP, 9 pounds. Yeah, that's about what a Les Paul weighs really. 1451, no way to go, fixed bridge, hum single hum, 5 piece neck, rosewood fingerboard. Cool. Right on. Yeah, GNL make good stuff, man. They really do. Yeah, for the price that you can find, especially used GNLs for, it's like forget it. But even new ones, there's a GNL bass at my local Skips Music here that it's like $250 brand new for a GNL bass. Thing's a little heavy, but outside of that, it's super sick. It's translucent red, swamp ash body, just one big ass humbucker pickup. It's pretty cool for $250, brand new. Tough to beat, man. Tough to beat. I'm just not a bass player, otherwise I would have bought it already. I realized a long time ago I'm not a bass player, and by a long time ago I mean maybe a year ago. I tried playing around with the bass pedal with the octave pedal and tried to play bass lines and stuff, and oh my god, I'm terrible at bass. I try to play bass like it's a guitar, and it sounds terrible. Uh, oh, dude, that's cool. I didn't know that. That makes me like them even more. Paletti. I don't remember how to pronounce it, but I feel like I've heard of those before. Paoletti, something like that. Yeah, I agree. Seven string is fun. Seven string is a good time, but yeah, I just swear every time I play with a bass player, I'm just like, why do I have these low notes? I don't need them. But you know, maybe I wasn't doing it right because there's seven string players out there that sound great. Um, I'm just okay at it, I guess. I mean, I could play stuff without a bass player that sounded great, you know, but whenever I had a bass player involved, it's like I don't need that seventh string. Dang, that's awesome. Oh, Ryan Hall, that would have been a cool one to still have for sure. I need to highlight 82 S500. I love the S500. That's one of my favorite GNLs they make. That might be my favorite GNL they make. Those pickups they have in that thing are just great. They're kind of slightly hot Strat pickups, but something about them, they're really good. I got you, Gear Junkie. I knew it wasn't a cereal single bucket. I knew for sure it wasn't that. Ooh, Michael B. That's one to have on your want list right there. That's cool bass for sure. Yeah, and you guys know I'm on the Ernie Ball train right now, so I'm yeah, I support it. Excuse me. I guess I'm gonna jam for a second. I'll get a loop going. All right, all right. Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. It's been, a lot of work's gone into it. I try to make it seem like I don't work hard at it, but yeah, man, this thing does sound great. It does sound great. It's the best flying V I've ever played. What does that mean? What does that even mean? It's the sound of authenticity. But no, there is something to it. I hate to say, even though that play authentic was whole, it's kind of a meme now. Um, but authentic's not the right word, but it's like it gives you the sound of your rock heroes basically. It gives you that sound that they had. There's just something to it. There's a little, this does something slightly different than other things do, and it's great. Maybe it's the scaling. Maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe it's just the 24 and 3/4 scale length. Maybe that has everything to do with it. I don't know, but I think it's everything: the set neck, mahogany body, pickups, everything. Dude, I gotta say, man, that made me happy, man. No, no, there's no exactly no substitute for a Gibson Les Paul. Totally agree. Yeah, man, no, for real. There's that. See, a lot of the guitar people that I talk to, this this is what they believe. Like it's you. It's you. It's not your gear. It's not all this and that. I mean, that helps you express who you are. But dude, whenever like I got a friend, he's just like, dude, anytime I see this guy, I can't remember who he's talking about specifically. He was like, every time I see him demo this pedal, it's like, yep, you sound like you. It's like that's what he takes away from it because it's he's got a lot of experience, a lot more than me, and he just hears things differently, and there's there's no substitute for Gibson Les Paul, but there's also no substitute for experience. And not everybody knows how to use their experience and to build upon. But there's some people out there with a lot of life experience and a lot of music experience that have some really good ears. There's some that have some really bad ears too because of all the tinnitus they have, unfortunately. But there's some guys with some really good ears out there. And I have finally, I mean, my ears are big enough. It's good that I have good ears because they didn't work and they're this big. That'd be woo, real bad. Be real bad. Yeah, yeah, I do believe a lot of it is your ears for sure. Because, but for me too, it's a lot. It was a lot of practice too and learning the fretboard. And there's definitely the what's it called, the theoretical side of music that's important to learn too. Um, but it's important to understand how to apply it more than it is because if it's like like if you know the piano, if you know piano, you know music. If you know how to play piano, but translating that to guitar isn't always easy. So it's like you need a balance of just raw time with the instrument and essentially knowing your fundamentals. Starts from there, and my chord progressions, trying to get better. I'm trying different triads and watching different videos on triads and how to build them. And I mean, it's all really obvious stuff. It's just a matter of putting it into practice. Really, um, I haven't found like any difficulty understanding certain subjects when it comes to music. It's all about the execution for me. It's all about like because basically I can play my stuff pretty good, right? But let's say I'm playing someone else's song and I'm having to switch through chords that I'm not used to playing and stuff like that. that's where, I mean, that's certainly where practice comes in, but it's also just playing your own stuff is easier in a way, because you're playing what you want to play. Whereas when you're playing someone else's stuff, it can be a little tricky. I gotta be good while I'm live. I don't ever do that anywhere. It's not a thing. Don't look at my counter. But yeah, there's a lot of truth to that because there's people have told us stories before too. Like, oh, this famous musician walked in and he didn't have his something happened to his gear. That's pretty good, Matt. I like that. Uh, Lost track what I was even saying. Put that up there. Steve buys 5 good reasons not to practice. There's no good reason. It's perfect. There is no good. Yeah, it's all about really just raw time with, like, okay, so I grew up around motorcycles, and the best motorcycle riders in the world are always the ones that are just always on their bike. These guys that are just ride motorcycles nonstop, they're the best in the world because they're always doing it and they just know how to do it better than other people because of the experience they gain on top of, whatever talent they have and everything else, but when you just put so much time into something, it's it's only a matter of time before you become good at it. Uh, you know, it's really the truth. You become good at the things you put yourself into and put your heart and soul into. And you got to have a certain level of determination to become good at the things you want to be good at. Otherwise, you'll just kind of be stuck in the same spot. You don't want to do that either. Yeah. Let me show you a scale that I don't know if it's a scale. It's a goofy thing my teacher taught me. I'll teach you guys real quick. I got to show the fretboard though. So this is what he used to. This is my warm up. My warm up that I did this morning. He calls it like the spider to crawl or something like that. It's a really good warm up to get your string spacing down, so you're not you don't have any problems skipping strings when you're picking. It's a good warm up for that. It's one thing my teacher taught me. So it's first fret, low E, second fret on the D string, third fret on the G, and then fourth fret on the high E, back to the first fret on the high E, second fret on the G, third fret on the sixth on the on the D, low E, back to A flat, and then you just repeat that, and then and you go back down to the second fret this time. But it doesn't sound very pretty. But it does help me with, especially when I skip strings and things like that. It really does help me get my right. It's actually more, as much as it looks like a left hand exercise, it's more of a right hand exercise for me, getting my picking right. Because that's the hardest thing for me is to pick. Really, my right hand is the hard part for me. My left hand, it's not that difficult most of the time. But my right hand is what I'm always working on. I've never got into sweep picking really, mostly I guess because I suck at it. But even when people are really good at it, it kind of feels a little stale to me. It feels like forced or doesn't always feel natural. I mean, the people that can do it naturally, like Marty Friedman, woo, yeah. But certain other people that do it, it's sometimes kind of robotic in a way. Um, and I'm certainly not one that can sweep very well. Give me, no, I can't. Troy Grady, huh? Phil, thanks for stopping by, dude. It's all in the upstroke. King of the picking analysis. My guy for picking analysis was always Eric Johnson, but I'll have to look into Troy Grady. Um, that's cool. I always like, love the input. Love the input. Oh, I just forgot that I've been probably annoying you guys the last few minutes. Yeah, right. That's my sweeping ability right there. Hey man, thanks for stopping by Internationally Insane Studios. You rock, dude. Yeah, I need to keep this at an hour. It just hit the hour mark. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'll put out a video as soon as I get back my Ernie Ball for sure, and I hope it turns out great. I mean, I have really high hopes for it, and I do think my guy's going to do a really good job on it. So, but rock on, you guys. Like Gear Junkie said, everybody have a great day. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week and weekend. And next week, right, is Thanksgiving already? Where the hell did this year go? Oh, so anyway, should be regular show as normal next week, though. I like that, Gear Junkie. I'm not going to steal it from you, though, but I'll put it up there. Gilmore Jam. I'm always down for that. Okay, you guys rock. Rock on. Laters. Take it easy. Love you guys.